health, wealth, and self. If there's one thing that we've learned at AARP over the years, it's that if you want to have a good life when you get older, and all of us who are older know this, you have to begin preparing when you're younger. We are all the products of the choices that we've made throughout our lives, and this is especially true in achieving financial wellness. The U.S. is facing growing threats to financial well-being driven by factors such as drastic reductions in pension plans, uncertainty around Social Security, increased healthcare costs, longer lifespans, and our inability to save, our student loan debt, and the shift of savings to shorter-term needs. And as African Americans, and particularly Black women, we are disproportionately affected by all of this. Significant wage gaps due to racial biases and gender disparities have lowered their income earnings potential, and a lack of financial and investment-related education has left many African Americans, particularly Black women, behind as they prepare to move forward. And the daily financial pressures of caring for her family and loved ones has caused her to put their needs above her own. And all this leaves African American women in particular less prepared for what has to come in retirement years. AARP recently conducted a national survey of adults in the U.S. aged 30 and older and found that 3 in 5 African Americans experienced an unexpected financial challenge in the past year. And of those, 2 in 3 experienced more than one unexpected financial challenge. The main causes were medical expenses and necessary repairs, followed by legal expenses, education costs, tax bills, and of course, caregiving. To cope with all these challenges, the majority of us make trade-offs, cutting back on expenses, delaying payment of bills, withdrawing money from our checking or savings accounts, or working extra hours to increase our income. Less than half of us ask for an affordable payment plan or a reduction in the amount that we owe. And then there's the issue of student loan debt. A college education is still seen as a path to fulfilling dreams in America. But it isn't just young people who are struggling to repay student loans in the pursuit of our dreams. Our Public Policy Institute found that over the last 15 years, total student loan debt has more than tripled to $1.5 trillion as of last year. And the increase has been the greatest among older borrowers. Nearly 1 family in 10 headed by someone over the age of 50 and older is carrying student loan debt with an average balance of $33,000. It's no surprise that one of the things we fear most is outliving our income. Unfortunately, for many of us, this is a very real issue. Consider this. A 10-year-old child today has a 50% chance of living to be 104. And the average life expectancy of children born in high-income countries, including the U.S., over the next decade is projected to increase to nearly 100 years old. In other words, a 100-year lifespan is becoming a reality. And we need to realign and redesign our life course, considering the fact that many of us may live to be 100. For about half of all households headed by someone over the age of 65. It is any wonder that for many of us, especially the young people in this audience, that retirement really has no meaning. The idea of achieving financial security is a non-starter. Having experienced the ups and downs of the job market and the stock market and the real estate market in recent years, they've seen the impact on them and their families, and the reality starts to set in.